Hey, welcome to EPN. My name is Victor Lucas, and we bring you the latest in everything cool every single day. This one's going out to Roy R4 Wolf, who asks me if I've ever considered acting. You know what? I was an actor, and I miss it. I loved acting, but I also love making the rundown, and this one's for you. There's a new reason to be optimistic about the DC cinematic universe. In a recent interview with Variety, DC Entertainment President Diane Nelson says that the next DC movie, Wonder Woman, will have a more hopeful and optimistic tone than Batman vs. Superman and Suicide Squad. The film's director, Patty Jenkins, also says that the film will have a different tone and says that her biggest piece of inspiration is the 1978 Superman movie, which, in her words, was full of love and emotion. This is just another indication that DC and Warner Brothers are changing direction after the disastrous reception of Batman vs. Superman and Suicide Squad, which were panned by critics and audiences for being way too dark.
If I wanted it, you'd be dead already.
They haven't thrown them under the bus, though. In what could be a defense of those films, Diane Nelson says that they were dark because the characters were dark, while Wonder Woman is a more optimistic character, which is why that's being reflected in the tone of her film.
I really like her.
Wonder Woman will land in theaters next summer. You don't have to smash and grab if you want to play a new game for free this weekend. Starting today and running until next Tuesday, anyone can play the new game Smash and Grab for free via Steam Early Access. Created by Sleeping Dogs developer United Front Games, Smash and Grab is a 3 versus 3 online combat game where players take the role of gangsters in a dystopian future and then battle each other for money, loot, and respect. Think of it as a cross between The Warriors and Dota 2. The free weekend will give players access to the entire game, and they'll be able to continue with the same characters and gangs if they decide to buy the full version. Keep in mind that Smash and Grab is still in early access, so things may change a bit before the final version arrives in the coming months. If you want a closer look at the game, we'll be streaming it and interviewing the developers tomorrow at 2 p.m. Pacific, so make sure you tune in for that. One of the world's greatest musicians has just won the Nobel Prize. In a surprise announcement, the iconic singer and songwriter Bob Dylan has won the 2016 Nobel Prize in Literature. No, it's not for a book he wrote. The Nobel Committee gave him the prize for having created new poetic expressions within the great American song tradition over his more than 50-year career. Dylan was one of the first mainstream American singers to write songs that were basically poems sung out loud, something that has since become commonplace. It's not often that poetry is honored by the Nobel Prize for Literature, and it's never gone to a songwriter before today.
I think you have the wrong man.
Hockey fans have an all-new game in the cards. 2K Sports has released NHL Supercard 2K17, a follow-up to last year's NHL Supercard game. Similar to the popular My NBA 2K series, it's a collectible card battle game where fans can build their team and then hit the ice with cute little card versions of their players. The roster includes more than 400 NHL stars from the current season, and players will be able to go through an entire season of their own or play exhibition games. Since 2K Sports doesn't make console NHL games anymore, this is the only hockey experience they'll be giving us for a while. NHL Supercard 2K17 is out now on iOS and Android devices. And before we go, we have to tell you that there's a new trailer for the Star Wars spin-off movie Rogue One. It gives new details on the backstory of the main character Jyn Erso, played by Felicity Jones. She's a member of the Rebel Alliance whose father, played by Hannibal's Mads Mikkelsen, is actually an Imperial scientist who helped build the Death Star. It's up to her to lead a team of rebels and steal the plans so that the station can be destroyed.
We'll take the next chance. And the next. You're rebels, aren't you?
Save the rebellion! Save the dream!
Since this is a spin-off film, it has a more gritty and handheld style that helps distinguish it from the main Star Wars adventures, and we can't wait to see more. Rogue One will ignite the rebellion in theaters on December 16th.
The power that we are dealing with here is immeasurable.
And that does it for us today. Thanks for watching The Rundown. We'll be back with a brand new one for you tomorrow.
They are requesting a call sign.
It's, Rogue. Rogue One.
Hey, thanks for checking out that video on our EPN channel. It's just one small part of the things that we make around here. So if you liked it, don't forget to check out some of our other vids and hit that subscribe button.